They ain't lying.
This video won't get a lot of views because whenever I make videos talking about real shit, those videos never get a lot of views. However, I'm saying it anyway. To all my young black men, the days of us not really caring about politics, watching from the sideline, not really knowing what's going on, those days need to be over. And if you're a normal guy like me who likes sports, fashion, hip hop, you need to have some level of understanding about politics because those who do not understand politics are governed by those who do. And the cool thing about it is the more you learn, the less you can be taken advantage of. Pretty much all of us young black men were raised damn near the same way. Spend a lot of time with grandma and grandpa, spend a lot of time in church. Now, obviously, I'm generalizing, but you get the idea. I say all of that to say the majority of us are conservatives. We just don't all really know it. We all believe in bossing up and taking advantage of capitalism. I would like to think most of us believe a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Most of us are also tired of seeing non-masculine black men represent us. Basically, what I'm getting at is the faster we recognize that our values align more with conservative ideology opposed to liberal ideology, the faster we can take advantage of this American system. And don't take my word for it. Just look at the past 60 years. Black men have been voting majority Democrat for 60 years, and look what's happened. Fathers are not in the home. Household income adjusted for inflation is lower, and black-on-black crime is higher. At this point, we might as well try something different. With that being said, I'm going to give y'all some homework. Look into Thomas Sowell, look into Bob Woodson, look into Byron Donalds, and then type into Google black rappers that supported Trump. That way you don't feel alone and see that it's okay to be black and conservative. And I'll talk to you soon.
Chicago, you need to stop lying and saying, and people on this internet need to stop lying and saying that they're coming for black people. Yes, there was a building in a black community that was not majority black because it had been overran by illegal gang bangers. Let's be clear. So why everybody want to keep throwing that narrative around half the South Shore is fucking invaded by illegals. That's the truth. So don't get on here saying black people are being came for. They're coming because they're in our neighborhoods and our communities. That's why. So yes, they're going to go in buildings where black people live and sleep because they put them in buildings where black people live and sleep. South Shore, born and raised. I know what I'm talking about. Stop pushing that narrative because it's not correct. So for those who was questioning about who I am and where I'm at, this is Adam Clayton Powell. This is the building that everyone is in an uproar about. So as I said, South Shore, this is your community, your neighborhood, and this building was not majority black when the ICE came the other day. Yes, black people were affected, but this building was overran by illegal Venezuelan gangs. And I just had several conversations with residents who are moving their stuff out of here that confirmed that. So stop letting media put that false narrative in your head that somebody coming for you, because they not. You was born here. You was born on this land. Rise up and stand up on something and stop letting any and everybody tell you something.
That's telling you that ICE or the National Guard or whoever Donald Trump send into your city are specifically coming for black people. You need to never listen to them ever in your life again. Ever. They want y'all to believe that Donald Trump is sending in the military, ICE, to come get you. But we're American. So what do we got to worry about? Not only that, we have creators on this app saying that they're coming for us. Let me tell you something. That building that they raided was a Trende de Agua building. Point blank, period. Yes, there were black people that lived in that building, but the majority of the people in that building were Trende de Agua. They got 37 of them, right? 37 members of that gang. Yes, were some black people detained for a hot second and they got let go. What are we talking about? I done seen video after video, black people saying that they sent the troops for them. What is wrong with y'all? See, you guys are paid actors. Y'all want to rile up the black people so that the black people can be put on the front line to push another agenda that's not going to benefit us. Fighting for immigrants does not help black Americans in any way. That's not our problem. We're American. That's the part that y'all keep forgetting. Y'all hate white people so much that you forget that you're American too. You don't have to worry about that being deported, immigration. Let them handle that. That's not your fight. But we got people getting on this internet, right, saying that they're coming for you. Look, they detained black people. Y'all need to cut it out. And y'all need to never listen to these fools again, because these are the people who are constantly selling fear. They want black people to be scared of something. And for once in American history, we are not the target. Can't we just be happy for that? Can we not bask in this glory that for one time in American history, we are not the targets? We should be happy. Why are you fighting for them? Why are you getting on the internet crying for them? This ain't, listen, y'all can call me what you want, but that I'm telling the truth. Name something immigrants have done to help black Americans. Go. Exactly. Nothing.
Dude, the only thing I can't stand about liberals is the fact that they always say it's not about race until they meet a black conservative, and then it's 100% about race. It's, oh my God, how could you go against your race and be in that party and blah, 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 blah. You just sat here and screamed about systemic oppression and systemic racism and all this thing that's been going on for centuries and centuries and centuries, and yet you think the solution is for all the black people and brown people to be in one party and for all of the white people to be in another party. That literally doesn't make any sense. What I'm still confused about is how y'all are still sitting over there pledging your allegiance to a party that would literally give anything to an illegal immigrant over your black ass, bro.
The Democratic Party is crumbling right before our eyes, and I am so here for it. I was talking to a friend this morning, and she made a great point. She said that liberals have no morals, no boundaries that they're not willing to cross, and no values. And I could not agree more. Because if you have nothing that you believe in, you'll fall for anything. And liberals in recent day, they have shown their true colors. They do not believe in anything. They do not stand for anything. Their hypocrisy is astronomical. They flip-flop based on the day. With Trump, they're saying, no kings, no kings. And then you look on Times Magazine and see Gavin Newsom with the crown that says, long live the king. And mind you, no one even said that there should be a king with Trump. Christ is king. They say all lives matter, but they continuously show that that is not the case that they believe in. Minorities' lives that agree with them matter. People that disagree and white people are not a priority to liberals. And ironically, they even eat their own people. Billie Eilish is a prime example of that. My point is, liberals nowadays, they stand for nothing. What they do is they stand against any and everything that Trump, the administration, and most Americans stand for. They whine and they throw tantrums all day, and they cannot define what a woman is. Basic biology terminology. I am done with liberals. I will continue to call them out each and every time. I am not afraid, and they will crumble. My point in making this video, liberals, we see you for who you truly are. What you stand for, I don't know. What you stand against, morals, values, and basic human decency.
So I did it. For the past 3 days, man, I've been sitting around just listening to this guy, Charlie Kirk's message, because every single place that I hear, especially from black people, is that this man was a racist. And I'm putting this on everything, man. You guys need to be ashamed of yourself. To listen to the lies that this man is somehow pushing some racist rhetoric. I heard him say some of the most uplifting things about black people. I listened to countless interviews of friends of his that were black that spoke so highly of this man. And they talked about his cause as though it was the coming of Jesus. And the more I'm watching this, the more I tend to agree with it. This man's message was pure. It was not a message of hate. It was a message of unity, a message of you are not a slave anymore. Anything that God put you here on this earth to do, you can do it. He sent so many young black kids to the White House to get the political experience. Man, I think I just barely scratched the surface as to what this guy's purpose was. But I'll say it, man. I said, I think we lost a good one. And the fact that he will go down in history as a racist by half of this country, man, I think that it's a shame. I really think it's a shame. I pray for us, and I hope that we heal, man, because the people who push this, and the fact that they know that you won't go and check, and they can just say that anybody's racist, and they know that you are not going to go and check. They got you, man. They got us all, actually. This country could be so much better, man. So much better. But power and greed, I'm telling you, it's something else. Y'all take it easy today.